So this right here is my cereal cream, and what I did was I put it in the freezer as soon as I got it, because I wanted it to be as fresh as possible. And I put it in the freezer and let it freeze solid, and then I took it out of the freezer and let it melt until it was, well, at this point here. So I think it's melted enough now that it'll be slushy. There's enough liquid there in order to dissolve the lye, and there's enough ice or frozen cereal cream in there to make it very, very cold, so that the temperature doesn't go up really high, because I don't want the temperature to go up more than 105 degrees. I'm hoping that this works. This is my first time, so I'm just checking it out. So I'm just going to pour this into a bowl, and then I'm going to use the bowl to add my lye into. What I did was I lined my mold. Ta-da! And I got a spot ready for my mold with a blanket, so I can put it on top of a blanket and then fold the blanket over it. So I got that all ready first. And now I'm going to measure out my solid oils. It's going to be cocoa butter, palm oil, and coconut oil. I'm all going to measure in the pot. The shea butter, I'm using a very small percentage of shea butter, and you need to reserve some oil for the cocoa powder that I'm adding. So I'm just going to measure out the shea butter, and I'm going to melt it, and I'll add the cocoa powder into that, and I'll set that aside until it's time for trace. Okay, so I've measured all of my hard oils out. I said that already, but I started it on low, and I measured out my liquid oils and my shea butter, and I'm not going to leave all this to the end. I'll probably add most of this shea butter in after these oils have already melted, when I take it off the burner and the temperature's gone down quite a bit, and then I will save probably 2 or 3 tablespoons to add my cocoa powder in. And I'm using cocoa beans because regular cocoa powder, this is Fry's cocoa powder, but it says that there's cocoa and sodium carbonate in there. See? Chunked it all up. Okay, so now I'm going to add my lye slowly, a little bit at a time. Get it my thermometer, set it on the side there. I don't want the temperature to go above 100, very much above 100. So it's to just do it a little bit at a time. Oh, temperature's starting to rise. Okay, it's almost at 100, so I'm going to just mix it. Oh, please don't go too far. Don't go too far. And the soap maker's companion, if it starts to turn brown, she just recommends just starting over. Throwing out your milk or cream or whatever it is, and start over with more milk or cream. And it went down, back down to 95 degrees. No, 90 degrees. Yeah, so if you do this, have a ice bath ready, and have your milk sitting in it. And you start to pour your lye. Okay, so there it is. It's yellow. It's not brown. And it's at about 105 degrees, so I really have to work quickly with my oils. Okay, so I added everything. I added the shea butter. It started mostly melting, and then I added the liquid oils. So I'm just waiting for the shea butter to melt the rest of the way, and then I think I'm going to add it to my ice bath, or what's left of my ice water bath, to cool it down completely, because it's still at 115 degrees, which is normally, that would be good, but because I'm making a milk soap, I want it to be around 100 degrees, and I want my lye water to be around 90. Okay, so that took probably about 30 seconds, and it's a nice, like, powdery texture. So I'm going to measure out 2 tablespoons and 1.5 teaspoons. Okay, so my oils are at 95 degrees. My lye water is at 100. So that's pretty good. They're 5 degrees within each other, so I think I'm going to pour now. Okay, so I just wanted to show you the first part. So that's what it looks like now. My lye water was yellow. So let's pour it yellow. I'm going to take about a pound of it out and add a teaspoon of titanium dioxide to it, and then I'm going to add the cocoa powder mixture to the bulk amount of the soap. Looking good. And now I'm going to pour out what I hope is right around 16 ounces. I think first add the cocoa butter in. Get a chair, sweetheart. Mixture. Okay, this is not turning brown. It's supposed to be brown. Why isn't it turning brown? Into the mold. And to me it kind of looks like a green brown. I'm going to try like a little bit of a swirl technique, but it's not going to work obviously because I waited. Try and flattening my spatula to mix it through. Now, this is probably not going to have a swirl, but it might be interesting. Maybe this is how they do marbling effects, I don't know. Oh, it's starting to look a little bit brown now. Okay, so yeah, I'm doing what Gary says. I'm being fearless. Be fearless in your soap making. Try anything. Anything goes. What's the worst that could happen? Right? What's the worst that could happen? Oh no! Okay. That's it. Yeah. Now comes the brain part. I'm going to go wrap it in a towel. And there it is. All wrapped up nicely in a towel. Okay, I just opened up my soap to look at it. It's definitely gelling. Yay, it's gelling. Kind of looks like it's gelled in the middle and not on the edges. Maybe it's already gelled on the edges. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to put it back together. And here it is. Didn't really go down all the way and for all the whole thing, but look, I was going to call it cocoa soap, but it smells like brownies. Doesn't it smell like brownies?
Kinda.
Yeah. And look, I got a pretty good swirl too for my first batch of soap. Cold process soap.